You know how sometimes things just work together perfectly, like your phone and its charger.
Yeah, seamless.
But other times,
Yeah.
not so much. Like, remember trying to jam a USB-C cable into an old USB-A port?
Oh, definitely. Frustrating.
Right. Well, that feeling, that's kind of what we're getting into today with the software compatibility. We've looked through a stack of articles on this.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is basically to figure out what compatibility testing really is and, make it clear. It's about making sure software works in your world.
Exactly. It's not just about the software existing. It's about it working smoothly with all the different bits and pieces you use, your computer, your operating system.
Other programs.
Yeah, other programs, network setups, browsers, different devices, phones, the works. It's all about getting that smooth experience right. No headaches.
Okay, so compatibility testing. These articles mention different types. Where do we start? Hardware seems like a big one.
Yeah, hardware is fundamental. It's basically asking, does the software even run on different kinds of computers?
Like a super powerful gaming rig versus, say, a basic laptop.
Exactly. Or a tablet. Testers look at, processor speed, RAM, graphics cards,
Yeah.
stuff like that, to make sure it doesn't just, crash or run incredibly slowly.
Got it. And then the big one, the operating system. Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, iOS. There are quite a few.
Oh, absolutely. And software has to be checked on them because they all work a bit differently underneath. How they manage memory, files, it varies.
So something perfect on the latest Windows might just glitch out on an older Mac.
Precisely. Or on different Android versions even. It happens all the time. It's a major hurdle.
And it's not just the OS itself, right? It's also about how it plays with other software we use all the time, like, I don't know, Microsoft Office or something.
Right, software compatibility. This is about preventing conflicts. You install a new video editor, and suddenly your email client stops working.
Ugh, yeah, that would be bad.
So testing tries to catch those kinds of nasty interactions, making sure everything can sort of live together peacefully on your machine.
Makes sense. Okay, networks. Everything's online now. So how software behaves with different internet speeds must be critical.
Super critical. They test under all sorts of conditions, like what happens on really slow Wi-Fi.
Or if the connection keeps dropping.
Yeah, exactly. Or if the network's really busy, does your streaming app just buffer forever? Does your game lag out? Testing tries to find those breaking points.
And browsers. Who hasn't seen a website look totally wonky in, like, Firefox when it looks fine in Chrome?
Right. Browser compatibility is huge for anything web-based. It's making sure it looks and works the same, or at least acceptably, everywhere.
It's not just looks, is it? Sometimes things just break.
Oh, yeah. Core features can completely fail on one browser versus another.
Yeah.
So testing is vital.
Then you've got all the stuff we plug in. Printers, scanners, webcam.
Peripherals, yeah. Device compatibility. Does the software actually recognize and use that printer correctly?
Yeah.
Or that USB microphone?
Classic example. Printer stops working after an update.
Happens all the time. Testing aims to prevent that.
And naturally, mobile apps need to work on both Android and iOS. Mobile compatibility.
Absolutely fundamental for apps. They're often built quite differently for each platform, so they need separate testing cycles. What's great on iOS might just crash on Android.
Okay, now the articles also mention versions, like different versions of the same software. Backward and forward compatibility. Let's unpack that. Backward is new software working with old stuff, like opening an old Word doc in the latest Word.
Exactly that. Making sure the new version can still handle files or data created by older versions, that's usually a bit more straightforward to manage.
Okay. And forward compatibility is the really tricky one, making sure today's software will work with future versions. Stuff that doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's about designing software now so it hopefully won't break when, say, the next version of Windows comes out.
How do you even test for that? You're predicting the future.
You can't perfectly, obviously. It's more about building software robustly, following standards, trying to anticipate changes. It's definitely harder to guarantee.
Wow, okay. So with all these different types, how is the testing actually done? It sounds incredibly complex.
Well, it starts with defining the target environments. Like which operating systems, which browsers, which hardware specs does this thing need to run on?
Based on the requirements.
Exactly. Then you figure out how it should behave on each one. What's the expected outcome?
And then you set up testing labs or...
Yeah, often virtual setups. Tools like BrowserStack are great for simulating tons of different browsers and versions.
Oh, okay.
Or using virtual machines, virtual desktops, to run multiple operating systems on a single computer for testing. Then it's test, find bugs, report them, fix them, retest. The usual cycle.
So really, the whole point of all this compatibility testing, the bottom line, is just making sure that the software you get actually works for you in your specific tech environment.
That's it. In a nutshell, it's delivering on that basic promise. This tech should just work for you how you need it to.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah. It may be a final thought for everyone listening. Think about your own daily tech use. All the different devices, apps, versions. Can you remember a time when something just didn't work together? A compatibility nightmare.
Oh, I can think of a few.
Right. What happened? And looking back, what might have prevented that mess? It just highlights how much we rely on everything playing nice.
CTSS